How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. Connect on Friday, November the 8th, as we get this video to you around this time. Have your free pick winner in just a second here between New Mexico and San Diego State. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 free selections for you. I do have my thoughts on NFL, all the NFL and college football games, though. However, I think what I'm going to do is not give those out yet. Okay, I'm going to come up with a separate. I'm going to do a live show for YouTube Premium right after this, and then I'm going to do your video early on Saturday, and that's going to have all my college football and NFL leans on there. Okay, and I am going to put the daily research on there at the end of that video for you. Okay. So I think that's the easiest. So the day that I do the football video will be the day, I might very well, what I might say is what I'll probably do is I don't want to do a separate football video is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm going to keep the football research every single day. So in that way you get a daily recap every day of what's going on. Okay. But let me get you this 12 free selections. Okay. And then tonight, I'm going to have a video for you. Then I'm going to do a live show at 4:30 Eastern just for YouTube Premium. Then tonight, for those of you, I'm going to get the college football selection out, or the video out early for you. And that'll have all the college football research. That'll have all of the NFL content for you, okay, which you'll like a lot. And I'll also tack on all of the NBA, NHL, and all that research for you. So it'll be a true podcast. Okay, so I'll get the daily research there for you. And obviously tomorrow's Saturday anyway, so I got to tell you all the college football anyway. And then next week, what I'll do is when I do the daily video, which will be on Thursday, the football video will come out. I'll give you the football free play. Okay, it'll be on Thursday Night Football. And then after that, I'll give you the daily research, and then I'll go down every single NFL and college football game for you. Okay, so we get through with the daily content first, and then I'll talk to you about all the football games for the week. And I think that is the best way to approach it, okay? Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy's been around for 19 years. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my free daily podcast. Our best selections over at Doc Sports under Arun Shiva. Our next best selections are the free picks and leans, which is the daily video you're watching right now. We, of course, have a popular YouTube premium teaching channel for $20 a month. You get a live show every day, 240 selections all for just $20 a month. It is a recorded podcast. You can re-listen to it anytime, and you get a written summary at the end. And sometimes those selections turn out to be premium selections. And normally we give it to you the night before around 8:30 or 9 Eastern is what we're going to try today. The link to YouTube Premium is in the comment section, as well as a link to how to get to free $60 worth of premium selections. If you want more content, be sure to check my Twitter. It has our latest updates, our hot takes on sports, and our latest videos are posted there. All right. So what do I need to tell you? Well, we have a 7-unit, first of all, we won all of our 7 units yesterday. We won our 7-unit hockey selection on Vancouver yesterday. We won our 7-unit UC Irvine in college basketball. We are 4-0 to start the college basketball season. 4-0 plus 2,500. And we have a 4-unit selection today. The question is, are we going to start 5-0? And I believe we are. We are an all sports run of 24-6 for plus 9,600. We won our 7-unit NHL selection on Vancouver yesterday as well. We have a 7-unit Friday college football selection at 8 o'clock. I hope you join us. 7-unit NBA selection at 7:30. Hope you join us. You already know we're 4-0 to start the college basketball season for plus 2,500. All sports 24-6 for plus 9,600. Football 5-0 sweep last week. All 5 selections are still on the board today. 4-unit college basketball game today, 7-unit NBA game today, 4-unit Friday selection in hockey, and a nice 7-unit winner yesterday, 7-3 hockey run, back-to-back 7-unit winners in the NBA. We have won 8 straight 7 or 8-unit selections in a row, which is unbelievable, and we've made literally plus 9,600 in 5 days since November 2nd, which is insane. And we're trying to start the college basketball season 5-0 as well. MMA plus 3,000 on the year and a 4-unit prop in basketball today. Great 4-unit winner on the prop yesterday too. We are now 12-4 with prop selections. All right, so let's get to your free play winner today. And I like the over today between New Mexico State and San Diego State. All right, but you might say, I see, that's such a high line. It is. It's a high line. And I think I have this game going. You can find this total sitting around 65.5. I have this game at 69, okay? And that's why we're going to ride the over. I want you to take a look at this line here because the line is only 1.5. And the road team is only a 1.5 point dog here. Both teams are 3-6. They have nothing to lose. Nationally televised game. San Diego State has won this game the last 9 times in a row. So you know New Mexico is going to be motivated here coming in. This is the smallest dog price they've had in a long time. New Mexico put up 45 points against Wyoming, and they lost outright as a 9-point favorite. So they're going to be really mad coming into this game because they were probably looking ahead to this game to begin with. They put up 50 on Utah State, 50 on Air Force, hung 50 on New Mexico State, and San Diego State gave up 56 points to Boise State, which I don't like because they could play better defense, but they had such a bad offensive performances that I think they bounced back as well. Both these teams have nothing to lose, and I think it'll be a high-scoring affair. They'll leave it all out on the field. I like the over 65.5 because I have it at 69 today. Game number 2 in the NHL, Detroit and Toronto. I like Detroit on the puck line. Detroit has won back-to-back games coming in. Maybe Toronto is tired of losing to them. Detroit is off of a big win against Chicago and Buffalo. Toronto is off of a big win against Boston. I think Toronto does well here. Double revenge here as well. Off of it, and they're off of a nice win against Boston. I think they get that confidence here. As it relates to the NBA, this is probably my second favorite free play. I like the Pistons today to get it done over my Hawks. Atlanta's won 7 in a row between the Pistons coming in. Detroit has lost by 1 point to Charlotte. They're going to be super ticked off coming into this game. My Hawks are off that big win against the Knicks, and Trey had a great game. You should see the YouTube video where Trey tells the Knicks fan to go home, and he uses little curse words, and it's really funny. But the Hawks rarely put up 120 points, 120 points in back-to-back games. After a 120-point game, the Hawks put up 95 to 100 in the next game. I think the Hawks have a huge letdown. I love the Pistons in this spot here. As far as the NBA, let me finish it off here. Indiana and Charlotte here in the NBA, and I'll get to college basketball in a second. I like Charlotte. Indiana's won back-to-back games coming in. I don't think they win 3 in a row. Charlotte beat Detroit last time at 1 point. No Bridges here, but I think Charlotte, with their depth, will be fine here. And I think it'll be a high, very octane game. So, I'm sorry, I like the over more than Charlotte. So, Indiana and Charlotte, I lean on the over in that game, okay? And remember, Detroit and Toronto, I think I said Detroit puck line. I'm sorry, I meant to say Toronto puck line, okay? Whoever the favorite is, the puck line. As it relates to New Orleans and Orlando in the NBA, I like Orlando here. Orlando has lost 5 in a row here. I think this game Orlando will finally come through in this game. New Orleans has lost 3 in a row. But again, Orlando's lost 5 in a row as well. They had 9 guys score 5 points or more in their last game. I like Orlando's depth, frankly, more, and give me the Orlando Magic. I told you about the Toronto puck line. Let me finish off NHL here. Pittsburgh and Washington, I like the over there. Pittsburgh won 4-1 last time. Pittsburgh has lost as underdogs to both Carolina and the Islanders, both as solid underdogs. They had won the 2 previous games before then. Washington beat Nashville 3-2 last game. They would definitely love to thump this team. 1 goal last game, and Washington only won 3-2, and we can only see this game going over today. Minnesota and Anaheim in hockey. I like Anaheim plus the 1.5. Minnesota's won this game back-to-back games so far. Anaheim has lost 3 in a row and really struggling. With Minnesota off 5 goals in their last game, Anaheim is desperate. I can see Anaheim being desperate and hanging in plus the 1.5 today. Vegas and Seattle in the NHL. I like the under there. Vegas has won back-to-back games coming in against Seattle. Vegas big wins against Edmonton and Utah, and winners of 6 of 7 games. Seattle's lost 4 in a row here. Seattle gave up 6 goals in their last game. The fact that this total sits at 6 is pretty amazing, and 68% is riding the over. I kind of like Seattle indirectly plus the 125, but I'm afraid to take them. So I think the safer play here is an indirect selection on Seattle, which is the under. College basketball, Houston Christian and Texas. I like Texas. I like the under here. Texas comes off a terrible loss to Ohio State, and the only way Texas knows how to bounce back, I believe, is through defense. I believe Texas bounces back defensively. Texas gave up 80-plus points in their last game to Ohio State as well. I think they'll be much better off on the defensive end and like this game to go under. Georgia State and Mississippi State. I like Georgia State here because both these teams are 1-0 out of the gates. I actually think Georgia State will have quite a lot of success today. Jonas Hayes really needs a decent year in all honesty. He had a bad year for Georgia State, who has a pretty good program. Chris Jans beat the team West Georgia by 35, but I can tell you Georgia State is a lot better than West Georgia, and I think they can give them some trouble today. Grambling versus Ole Miss. I like Grambling here. Honestly, Grambling, they had 20 wins last year. Texas Tech did not look overly impressive against LIU. Grambling is about 100 spots better in the power rankings. And LIU is a terrible team. Grambling has a decent veteran team coming back, and I can see them hanging tough here. South Carolina State and South Carolina. I like the over there. Surprised this line is so low. These kids wish they were at South Carolina. The South Carolina State kids got overlooked, so they're going to get up and be jacked up for this game. At the same time, South Carolina comes off a shocking loss to North Florida at home, so they're going to be ticked off and want to destroy a team, and they can't even have this game close, or it's going to be super embarrassing for South Carolina if they have a close game against South Carolina State, and therefore I like the over between these two teams. So your recap here, your free play today is on New Mexico State, San Diego State over. A lean on the Detroit Pistons, a lean on Indiana, Charlotte in the NBA over, a lean on lean on Orlando Magic, lean on the Toronto puck line in hockey, lean on Pittsburgh and Washington in the NHL over, lean on Minnesota and Anaheim. I like Anaheim plus the 1.5. Lean on Vegas and Seattle under in the NHL. Lean on Houston Christian and Texas under in college basketball. Lean on Grambling over Ole Miss. Lean on South Carolina State, South Carolina over in college basketball. And a lean on Georgia State over Mississippi State in college basketball. Those are my 12 free selections for you today. Hope you guys are doing great. Of course, my favorite play I told you is that college football over tonight between San Diego State and New Mexico. I will have your football video for you tomorrow. That will have about 20 free selections. And then if you tack on the NBA and the college basketball and the hockey, you're going to have well over 30 free selections on the video tomorrow. So be sure to check it out. YouTube Premium, I love you. I haven't forgotten about you. I'll see you at 4:30 today. And we will have another live show tonight around 9 o'clock. Don't forget, 7-unit NBA tonight at 7:30 and a 7-unit college football, the first of our 5 IC5 football plays tonight at 8:30, I believe. And that's about it. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.